Hey guys, it's me again. Decided to come out in nature and get in the park and do my next video. My kids were home and I needed to talk about a few things, and I just kind of didn't want them about while I was just kind of chatting about this. So, I try and do a video whenever there is new information to share, and so this has been a very interesting, a little bit of a frustrating day. Still kind of working through processing my COBRA insurance, and so it's kind of put a kibosh on a lot of movement in terms of being able to actually talk to a doctor. So I've been talking to nurses and financial folks and insurance people and talking to them via phone and things like that. So it's been a little bit of a frustrating day, but kind of in the midst of it all, information just kind of comes out. Information that probably should be shared by a doctor, but it's shared how it's shared. And so had this really amazing day support group last night. It was with all survivors, and it was awesome. I was able to, there were some tears, and I was able to talk to someone who is, facing, double mastectomy on tomorrow, and she has young children, and she was still, undecided, and this is her second go round, and everyone there was a survivor. There were probably about 20 women there, and they're all survivors, with the exception of one person and the person who was leading. So it was really amazing. Got a lot of support, got a lot of numbers, and just conversations. Saw what things look like, what breasts look like afterwards, and after surgery, after reconstruction, things like that. And I needed to kind of see that, just because I just didn't know, and so felt kind of pretty good. Felt like, oh, okay, more than likely. I actually even felt like, oh gosh, I'm probably just going to have a lumpectomy, and then go about my business, right? And so we were waiting for the biomarkers to come in, and the biomarkers came in, and so I didn't quite really understand the extent of it, but so my biomarkers are, my cells are estrogen positive and estrogen positive 90%, so they're very strongly, so they have receptors on the cells, and they're very, very strong. Progesterone is just moderate. About 60% of the cells had these extra progesterone markers. And then there's something called HER2 positive cells, or receptors. We have some, naturally on our cells, but many times there are some cancer cells that will have a larger amount of them. And so this allows treatment to be targeted to those specific cells, right? So we know that those particular cells that would be taking up or have these extra HER2 positive cells or receptors, you could target those cells to try and get rid of them with medication. So I do not have that. I have HER2 negative cells, therefore targeted kind of different medications would not work on my cells, because I don't have these additional receptors, right? It would not be able to differentiate between the cancer cells and the regular cells. So, which was fine. And I happened to speak to, talk to the person who is the nurse for the doctor I will be seeing in a couple of weeks. And I said, I have all these questions. And she says, oh, absolutely no problem. They got together and they talked about your team. And the doctor is aware of you. She knows that you have questions. And she's gonna talk to you about both options, mastectomy and lumpectomy. Now, this was a shock to me. I did not think I was anywhere near having to even consider a mastectomy. I'm thinking lumpectomy, and I was just concerned about, if there was a scar and things like that and how it would look. And so this was a bit of a shock to me, and I'm thinking, why would they even consider this? And so I did a little bit of research and just kind of thought about kind kind of what's going on. And the thing that is the challenge for me is I have like dippling, on the underside of my left breast, right? And I just thought, oh, okay, that's just a marker to let me know that I have cancer. But I read a little further, and it also means that it's possible that cancer cells have blocked kind of the underside near the skin, preventing the natural functioning of the skin. So not only am I thinking, oh wow, I have this mass, it is possible that there are microcells that can't be seen that are possibly in other areas of the breast. Additionally, I need to find out where this mass is, because right now there are three duct areas where this could be. And one of the things that came back was that the calcification was moving toward my chest area, which is a problem. That's problematic. So it means that the closer it moves towards the chest area, the closer it has of moving away from the breast into other areas of the body. So I now understand why a mastectomy would even be thrown into the mix. So needless to say, this was a huge shock for me. I just didn't even consider that I would be anywhere close to that. So anyway, so I wanted to just share that. I have an MRI scheduled. They are going to go with surgery first, so I will need to make a decision on which direction I'm going to go. My MRI is scheduled for Tuesday at 3 o'clock. I think it is 3 o'clock. No, 2 o'clock. I think it's 2 o'clock on Tuesday. And then the following week, I'll meet with the surgeon. Hopefully by then, I'll be able to get some more answers. So that's what I have now. It's, on the journey. Alex, I'm a little, not concerned. Well, I am a little concerned because I asked her, she wants to know more information, and she's like, no, I don't want to know. Less is more for me. Savannah knows just about everything, and we were actually able to kind of joke about it a little bit. So anyway, so that's what's happening. I'm getting ready for surgery in a couple of weeks. And so that's, it is what it is. We're going to do some more genetic testing just to make sure, just to see where I am, so I can, so that the girls are more informed. I received 2 more cards today, and they really were a really great uplift for me. It's a way for me to kind of be with you, even though I can't be with you while I'm going through this. And then I'm gonna, later on today, I'm gonna go to another support meeting. So the cards really, I really love them. Thank you so much for sending them. And it's always a nice treat when I go to the mailbox and there's cards. So 2 came today. So thank you so much. Thanks again for all the support. I know you guys want to do more. There's not more to do yet. But I'll let you guys know. Thank you for keeping the prayers coming. Much appreciated. So see you later.